So funny, when I went into this week, I thought, I don't have any negotiations scheduled. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. And then as the week unfolded, I ended up actually having 2 negotiations this week, both related to business. The first was a new client who needed a dedicated bookkeeper for 16 hours per week, which is a lot. The second was the second interview with a potential bookkeeper I'm hoping to add to my staff. So I'm going to discuss the new client negotiation just because it's far more in depth than the straight interview with an employee was, although there were some negotiations that went on with the employee. The situation is that the new client's wife has been functioning as the company's bookkeeper, but because of medical issues was going to have to step aside. The client was really looking for someone to replace his wife in this business bookkeeping role. He really wanted a dedicated person who was going to be his go-to person, and that there wasn't going to be any flexibility in it whatsoever. He was truly just looking to replace his wife in the situation. The issue is that my CPA firm doesn't operate like that. I have several bookkeepers, and that they're all trained to support and cover one another. I like having my office set up to where if someone's out sick, then it's not that big of an issue. Somebody else can step up and cover that person, and it creates less stress on that employee. So I have several bookkeepers, and that they're all also at different experience levels. So as I was listening to my client's needs, in my mind, I was already breaking down the responsibilities between various staff members depending on the expertise required. Therefore, his goal of having a single person accomplish all the tasks was in conflict with my goals of staff management. I had freshly read Rishi Batra's article about integrative and distributive bargaining, and decided to try some of the integrative techniques. I kept in mind the whole time that the negotiation was about a win-win situation, and I needed to create value in the eyes of the client. I found myself, though, I have to be honest, slipping into the split the difference mode, kind of like, it's not going to happen that way, let's just work something out, which was more distributive. So the first thing I learned was to just slow down and listen to the client. I asked a lot of questions about his business, about what currently works in his bookkeeping situation, and about what currently isn't working. I was able to use this deeper understanding of his situation to switch over into the integrative techniques. So the second thing, with this new information, I started discussing potential real-life situations that could present themselves in our future business relationship. We discussed his current frustrations about getting invoices out late because his wife was ill. I related this to my own employee. How are you going to feel if Sheila is out sick for 2 days and your invoicing doesn't go out until Friday when it was supposed to be in somebody's office by Tuesday? And then your cash flow is going to be late. And it doesn't matter if your cash flow is late because you still have payroll to make on Friday. And so he could understand that I was trying to build a relationship that was covering and protecting him and helping his business. We went through several different aspects of his business in this same manner. The The third thing that I really wanted him to understand was that it really wasn't just about the two of us. It was also about my employees. I don't want to put that pressure on one person that they can't take a day off. If they want to go to their kid's school function, they can't do it because his billings are more important. That's not how I run my CPA practice. If they're sick, if there's a school function, if there's whatever, then take the day off. Somebody else can do the work and it's going to be okay. So at the end of it, we had a very long discussion about change is hard. And this is a really hard reality for him. His wife is sick, and now he's not supported in his business. And what does this look like going forward? And in it all, showing that empathy, understanding his business, we came to an agreement that you know, he would know the people, he would have contact information for employees, obviously, but that there wasn't just going to be one for him, that he needed to make changes and we were going to accommodate those changes. So at the end of it, I really think we had a win-win situation. Thanks. Bye.